Hey, hello, hello, welcome. So this is day 2 of the Creative Summit. So this is a 3 days, a really short snack and learn creative session where I will tell you everything you need to know to learn how to position yourself as an authority and how to create your brand. Okay, so let's get started for day 2. I'm going to be sharing my slides in a second. Right, let's go. Okay, so today's session is about how do you build your brand as a creator. So meaning when you have multiple talents, when you do multiple things, how do you create one brand so you can create multiple stream of incomes as you have multiple stream of talents, multiple talents. All right, so quite often the question I get asked from creator is what are they supposed to do if they do music, if they do painting, if they also write, and if they can also sing. So are they supposed to create multiple accounts, multiple brand, like how are we supposed to do? So the short answer is you only need one brand and one identity, even if you have multiple talents and you with only one talent, even if you have only one thing that you're good at, so let's say in painting, you can actually create multiple stream of income as a creator. All right, so let me know. Maybe you're a creator, maybe you feel like you're a change maker, a freelancer, producer, an artist, a photographer, maybe you're a 9 to 5 in transition, or maybe you all of the above, right? Maybe you're like, Lauren, I'm doing all of this is me. So maybe you all of the above. And if you all of this, congratulations, there's only a few of you here. So the thing is, if you want to grow and scale a creative business, you really need one brand and you need one replicable framework. So you need one brand because your one brand is going to allow people to trust you and is going to help you position yourself as an authority. What does that mean? Meaning that people will really get to know you for one thing, right? And you need one replicable framework or systems that can allow you to scale, right? So once you have a system that you can scale, this is when you can get on more projects and more clients and eventually like grow your business without having to drain yourself, without having to feeling overwhelmed and or anything like that. Okay. So the two key things to grow and scale a creative business is you need one brand and one system that can be replicated. So I like to take that example. I'm going to take the example of Apple and how they. So using that example to show you how, as a creative, you can have one brand and multiple stream of income. So you think so when we think about iPhone, iMac, iPad, iTunes, so all of these are different products and they all belong to the Apple family, right? But they're completely different. Some people have an iPhone and an iMac, some people have just one iPhone, some people have everything. But anyway, so they all belong to the same Apple family. And the reason why Apple can communicate about all of these products in a really seamless way, even though they're completely different. iTunes is a software, iPhone is a phone, and they're completely different markets in a way. So the reason why they can seamlessly having all these products without feeling like they are not together, without feeling weird, is because they really gather people around one key motto, which is think differently, right? So this is what they stand for. They want creative people, they want people, they want to allow people to think differently. So when people buy into this, when people feel like they are part of this community of people who think differently, but they can easily buy an iPhone, an iMac, an iPad, an iTunes, doesn't matter because they feel like they are part of this big thing. They feel like they belong to this community of people who think differently. They buy into the vision. So it doesn't matter whatever Apple is creating. If tomorrow they create iWatch, there's an iWatch. If they create whatever product, an iShoes, I'm sure that it will have like the same. Will have the same effect. So now let's take an example as if you're a creator. So let's say you, as a creator, you can produce music, you can paint, and you can write, right? So these are your three key talents. So now you do all of these things very well. You love doing music, painting, and writing. And you might be wondering, okay, so what do I do? Do I create 3 different pages, one for my music, one for my writing, one for my painting, or like what do I do? So I would say if you want to create one brand that will group all of these different talents, the first thing you need to ask yourself one key question: that what do you want to be known for? Right? So what is the key thing that you want to be known for? So think about where is it that you feel like you excel the most? Where do you feel like you're best at? Where do you see that you don't see the time pass? So think about that and think about what you want to be known for, right? So let's say it's painting, right? Let's say painting is your thing. Then you're going to think about creating your North Star. So if you watch the day one content, you will see that the North Star is your identity, is what will be in alignment with who you are as a person, with your value and your story, right? So think about your North Star identity. So let's in this case, it will be about capturing everyday moments that lasts, for example. So this is, let's say that this is a thing that you really want to capture. So when you paint, your goal is to capture everyday moments that last. That's just an example. So that's your thing. So you're gonna paint that. You're gonna be known for that. So this will be your North Star, your key story. Once you define that, then you can create. Let's say you want to write. So why can't you create a book that will share, that will tell the behind the scene of how do you capture those moments? What happened on those particular moments that you decided to capture with your painting? You can write a whole book about that, right? Around the different moments. If let's say you produce music, you could create a music or a playlist that will go with your painting, right? So you create a whole album or a playlist that will go with your moments when you are painting, and that can also be sold as to other painters when they paint. They want to listen to music that will remember everyday moments, for example. So that's another thing that you can create, right? You can produce music for painters who are painting moments, for example. But guess what? You can also create another stream of income, which is prints, right? So you can have prints of your painting. So you can have postcards, you can have posters or whatever of your painting. And you can also create classes. So classes where you will be sharing your technique with others, teaching people how to capture everyday moment that lasts. So suddenly you have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stream of income where you can easily express 3 of your talents: music, painting, and writing. But the reason why people come to you is because they also resonate with your mission, which is capturing everyday moments. So they will gather in your universe, and it doesn't matter what you create, they will resonate with that and they will buy into you, right? Another example, if let's say you are a chef and you also a DJ, right? So you like cooking and you like sophisticated food, and you also like music, you like to DJ sometimes here and there. So same process, you first going to ask yourself, what do you want to be known for, right? So what do you want to be known for, what do you like the most? So if let's say you like to, cooking is your thing, so you're a chef, that's where you excel, so this is where you will go. This is what you will lead with. And now you have to think about your North Star. So if let's say what you care about and your story and your value are all about sharing the tradition from New Orleans. I don't know why I use that example, but because I went to a Anyway, and so yeah, so yes, but your key thing is that you want to share the tradition from New Orleans. So in your cooking, this is what you're going to share. You're going to share traditional dishes, and you're going to share I can't remember the name, but the waffle and the fried chicken and like whatever sophisticated or not traditional foods from New Orleans. This is what you will cook as a chef. But then what you could do, you can also DJ and have your own bar for foodies, right? So you can say, okay, New Orleans is related to jazz. So I'm going to do a DJ in a jazz bar for foodies. So my bar is going to be a place where people who like New Orleans vibes and tradition, they're going to come and we're going to enjoy some jazz music. Okay, so suddenly you're a chef daytime and nighttime, you're a DJ in your place, and people come because they want to experiment the vibe around tradition from New Orleans. So here you combine two different passion in one. But then you can also create some atelier or some workshop where you will explore cooking classes, exploring dishes around famous jazz singers. Right, so it's still around jazz, and you're going to have like a workshop, an atelier where you're going to share with people, okay, these famous jazz singers, they really like this type of food. This type of food is made of X, Y, and Z. Why did they like it? Blah blah blah. So here you can create a whole like session from people who are passionate about music and food and New Orleans. And you can also have a podcast, like another stream of income again, a podcast where you will be interviewing DJs on their food memories. So again, this is still related to you sharing the tradition from New Orleans, but suddenly you have 1, 2, 3, 4 different activities and 4 possible stream of incomes still related to your North Star, to what you care about, to your value, and so on. Okay? And that's the final example. So I like to take Rihanna. So it's a really concrete example that you can all understand. So Rihanna was first known for her music, right? For what she does, the music musician that she is, or she has been, because she hasn't sung in a long time. But then she released different products. So she has the Fenty Beauty, the Savage Fenty, and the Fenty Fashion, right? So she has all these different Fenty products. And the thing is, they're all related to one key key value, which is beauty for all, right? And in everything that she does, she really cares about beauty for all. And we can see that in the Savage Fenty with the type of underwear that she creates for different type, different colors, different shape, different style. If you're conservative, if you're like super like more like sexy, so it's really for all. It's like making everyone feel beautiful. And again, really famous with the Fenty Beauty. She has all this range of makeups going from all different shades. Again, because she wants everyone, doesn't matter the color, the background, they look like, to feel beautiful. So again, so we have like something with, so she's in the beauty space, in the music space, in the fashion space, with like different brands, but we still relate to one key mission and vision, which is beautiful, and it works, right? So all of this really demonstrate that people don't buy what you do, they buy why you do it. It's all about why did you start creating what you're creating, and what is your story, why do you care, why should other people care, and yeah, and then get people to gather around you and get into your universe because of that. So think about this: people don't buy what you do, they buy why you do it, right? So I will see you in the next session. So the next session is going to be about your first step to your 5 to 6 figures creative business, and that's going to be on Thursday. So I will see you there. Ciao.